the cleaning industry has a turnover problem, and it's hitting hardest in the first few months, it seems. Industry estimates show annual turnover rates in commercial cleaning is, for the lack of a better word, disturbing, with many new hires leaving before they've even settled into the job. Experts say the issue often isn't just the pay, it's other things, maybe confusion, lack of support, inconsistent onboarding, poor communication, unrealistic expectations, and employees feeling disconnected from the team from day one. That's a lot of issues. And to talk about some of these, Wells, welcome to the program.
I'm so glad to be here to talk about this very challenging issue.
Exactly. A lot of work goes into finding good people. And then if they quit in that early part of their career, maybe within that first 2 months, that's not good. Talk about that. You think that many cleaners make the decision to quit long before day 60. That's a trigger for you.
Yeah.
What are the early warning signs that a new hire is mentally checking out and something we need to recognize? Talk about that.
Yeah. So isolation, okay, not feel welcomed. And so we have to really work very hard on the first couple of days to have that baseline, that first impression. That is very, very important to let them feel supported, not isolated, and warmly welcomed.
I mean, that should be a given, I think, for any company to do that. Because when you come in as a new hire, you're kind of lost. You're trying to find your way. You don't even know where the restroom is or the coffee maker.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. So that's
um,
amazingly, Jeff, is still the feedback from the new hires turnover is still a lot feedback on feel isolated, feel not fully trained, throw into the wolf and not ready to do the job, but actually fighting alone. So this feedback is amazingly still very high.
so let's dig into that a little deeper. I have a few more questions for you, but let's talk about that human connection during onboarding. Maybe that will help with this issue of feeling disconnected. Does something simple as like having a mentor from day one, a trainer, or a welcome process that really works? How important is that?
Is crucial. And the reason many companies couldn't pull it off as what they wished is that there's a short of staffing, there's a higher turnover. So therefore, people are waiting for someone to come in, to kick in, to be productive. So, but that rush can cause exactly all these very bad first impression, and such as isolation, not ready, and feel not supported.
I've heard some say, Wells, that it's just hard to get good people. I don't want to say they call them bad employees, but in a manager's mind, an owner's mind, they might think that. They can't find the good people. At one point, should they realize that it's not that, it's maybe systems, onboarding, or management? I mean, that's kind of a tough question.
Jeff, you are absolutely, this is a critical thing. In my opinion, many turnover in the first 60 days happened already determined a long time ago. We are talking about recruiting. So actually, during the recruiting can cause these issues. I would rank recruiting to be the number one driver, hidden driver, because we tend to focus on only onboarding, on training because they are hired. But if we hire the wrong person, it won't be successful. However, you want to onboard and you want to train them. Number one. Second one will be if the recruiting process created mismatch, meaning that we are not disclosing how the job can help them. Also, the challenging part of the job and our solutions really communicate with both. What is our job great about, what the challenges are, and what is our company's solution for these challenges. So they are not conditioned. When they come in, there's a huge mismatch of working condition and imagination before and after in a real setting. So that's the second one, also causing from the recruiting process. And the third one is often really sadly ignored. That is, when we recruit somebody, we actually know we have reason to recruit them. Maybe they're good with teamwork. Maybe they have some good physical work history. They have good customer service capability. They also have some weakness. Often we identify during the recruiting process. But all these information are not used. Just like there's a cliff, it just disconnect completely. When people come in, we just as if we don't know these people. So therefore, we work very hard to try to connect the assessment data and with use that data to customize training, onboarding, so that people feel not only the respect, but they feel that we're actually talking to them. For example, if someone is a little bit weak in teamwork, okay, so but when we start training them, we need to really understanding that's one part of the weakness. Then we train a little more about how we work together. And maybe we'll also created maybe a solo cleaning opportunity for this person to do because he or she feel comfortable to do so. So therefore, the recruiting information is often not used to optimize the onboarding, the training, and the further management. Because if you know this person, you should customize as much as possible to make this person, this new hire, a great success. Recruiting, we talk about hire the wrong person. We talk about the disconnect of information. We talk about the recruiting created mismatch of what the job really is. So when people come in, of course, it's in this first 60 days, even first 30 days. Often the biggest turnover, what we see is first week. So that's often created by recruiting, poor recruiting system. And as you mentioned, it's deeper system that caused this.
You do everything you said in the recruiting process. You've got a new hire. Is there a check-in process that managers should do with them over the 60 days, maybe once a week or every 2 weeks, to make sure this doesn't happen? Is that something you would recommend?
Yes, and the body system are vital because we like to have very frequent feedback from not only from the new hires, which we keep communicating, but also from the trainers who is assessing this person and score them, a certain frequency, so manager can see it, then kick in to help. So yes, that the feedback loop is come from the new hire themselves, also come from the trainers that can elevate, review what we should do. And especially when you have recruiting data very well developed, we can match that data to take action quickly to minimize this kind of turnover.
Any statistics out there that shows that what you talked about really works?
So statistics, I would say that overwhelmingly, it is as I mentioned to you that, especially what we see is the first week turnover seems very high, first 2 weeks turnover. So that just tells us that I would say probably over 50% from our clients. So limited sample there. And so that's just a strong indication that recruiting impact, okay, because it's so fast, okay, or beginning, how we manage the beginning, the first day, second day, third day of this new hire.